Ranneko's Massive Tips! Carapace Armour. Unstable Carapace Armour is the Alchemist Cadence Armour. As you can see here, it is better than the regular armour, but of course it will not be as good in terms of armour, in terms of defense, as the highest level regular armours. But on the other hand, it takes a lot less time to research and has some interesting effects. The key effect that you get from the Carapace Armour is whenever the character is attacked, it causes damage to everyone adjacent to them. It's kind of limited utility. It's also not that hard to just not stand your characters next to each other most of the time. So even I research it really just because it's better than the regular armor without taking quite so much time to research. But yeah, it's a perfectly fine addition, and it works quite well with Brutalists, because Brutalists get Prime Target. So if we use Prime Target here, just to force our friend to come over and say hi to this particular alchemist, you can see how it works. We'll just leave the other guys. Well, actually, we'll move them around. But you can tell that against ranged enemies, it's more of a liability. You have to be right next to them for it to have any impact. But if you can force enemies to come up to you, it works reasonably well. It's also worth noting that Prime Target has a distinct advantage of... So yeah, you can see Carapace Explosion. It'll do that as many times as it needs to during a battle. But there we go. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage to later cadence enemies, but it does let you regain health. And here we've got a character with... Oh, nice. So we'll see it here as well. Does it go off twice? No. It only goes off once. So you can see that it's not really going to get you out of trouble. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage to advanced enemies. You can potentially trigger it yourself if you're sufficiently suicidal. So for example, I could do this here, and I could hit myself and kill myself, but also do some damage to my enemy. It's not even a clutch play, it's a bad play. So this is one of the reasons why I tend not to bother with actually actively trying to use it. It's just there to do a little bit of damage if enemies happen to run up and melee one of my guys. I'm not that fussed about it. It's a little bit more useful on Brutalist because I can run up and do things like this. Lure some seeds to me and take out this bulwark. And what are the seeds going to do? They can only attack me in melee, so big whoop. And because it only gives you 2 points of armor, you're not actually... you're taking a fair amount of damage to do relatively small damage to enemies. I would not rely on that aspect. The only reason why I pick it up is because it doesn't take that many years to research, and it is better than, in raw armor terms, than the very basic one. And this is kind of funny to see. Come on. Come hit me. I heal all of the damage because you're all around me. And Spongestone hits every single one. Oh really? Are you going to attack? Yes. Yep. See, that's pretty entertaining to see, in my opinion. It's relatively quick to research compared to trying to go for the higher levels of mundane armor, but really don't expect the Carapace Explosion to be anything more than situationally useful. maybe you want to pull it out. If you have researched the high level armor, you might want to pull it out if you're facing a lot of melee enemies and you are happy to use things like the sponge stone, so you've got that additional tanking capacity from every time the explosion goes off. But otherwise, I feel it's pretty meh.